All right, let's look at this. A figure below is the frustum of a cone. This is mensuration. The figure below is a frustum of a cone. The base radius is 10 centimeter and the top radius is 5 centimeter. All right, the base radius and the top radius are 10 and 5 centimeter respectively, while the height is 12 centimeter. Take pi to be 3.142. Calculate its volume. Guys, please listen to me. Let me have your attention. Can I have your attention? May I have your attention? Whichever permission I can get to have your attention. Listen. By the end of this life, I'm hoping that you will never have problem with the frustum of a cone. That can only happen if you are attentive. Listen. So, a frustum is a part that remains when other part has been cut off. That's what it means by frustum. It is the remaining part of a cut out. Hallelujah. It is a frustum is the remaining part that has been cut out. Okay, so this is a cone, and we know what a cone looks like. A cone looks like this. So we have something like this. Okay, we have something like this. Okay, that's what we have, like this. So we have only remained with that. So the base here, the radius is 10. And the radius for that one there, it is 5 centimeter. That's what we have. Okay, let me take it up here. That's what we have, like this. Each, machona. And the height of what has remained is 12 centimeter. So we need to know the height of the original cone. All right, so we need to know the other height that was cut off, this. So we call that to be our x. We need to know the original height. So from where our remaining height, so we get the x. We don't know, if you want, you can call it your s like Sesha, or if you want, you can say Nancy, n, like that. Call it whatever you want, but should be a variable. Thank you so much for the gift, Nancy. Okay, so then how do you get to find that height? Because the formula for the volume of a frustum, so the formula for the volume of a frustum is 1/3 multiplied by pi, open bracket, the radius of the smaller, of the original base, the bigger base, squared and multiplied by its height, minus the radius of the smaller base, squared multiplied by its height. This is the formula we use when finding the frustum of a cone. So we need to know the height. Okay, let me use the other paper. We need to know the height, the bigger height. All right. We should also know the small height. We should know the radius for the big and the radius for small. Okay, but since the radius for big we know it's 10, and the radius for small we know it's 5. So now we need to know the height for small, which is x. This is where our h is. And then the whole thing is h. Okay? So how do we get to find the height, that x? So for us to find the actual height, we use corresponding, right? So for us to find the height, we are going to say 12 plus x. That's the one that gives us. It is this 12 plus that x. Give us the big height over its radius, which is 10, is equal to. Then we say the small height over its radius, which is 5. Then we close multiply. So it will be 5 open brackets 12 plus x is equal to 10 times x is 10x. Then say 5 times 12 is 60. Then 5 times x is 5x is equal to 10x. Then say group the right term, 60 is equal to 10x plus, oh, it's actually minus because it's positive. So say minus 5x. So 60 is equal to 10x minus 5x is 5x. 10x minus 5x is 5x. Then divide both sides by 5. Then say x is equal to 5 into 60 is 12. So even the smallest is 12. So we have 12 centimeter. So the bigger height now, it is 12 plus 12, which is 24. So the bigger height is 24 centimeter, whilst the small height is 12 centimeter. Now we have all that information. So we can now say the volume of a frustum is equal to 1 over 3 multiplied by, what is our pi? It is 3.142, because we have been taught so that pi is 3.142. Open bracket. Our biggest radius, it is 10. So say 10 squared multiplied by our biggest height is 24 minus the small height radius is 5. So say 5 squared multiplied by small height is 12. Then without wasting time, punch on the calculator. No, Emmanuel, it's not, unless you want it to be wide. It's really simple. Come on. Let's keep positivity in here. So we're saying 1 over 3 times, all right? I prefer putting it in brackets because sometimes the fraction come up perform, times 3.142, all right? Then we get to open our bracket. We say 10 squared multiplied by 24 minus 5 squared, 5 squared multiplied by 12, close bracket. Our answer is that 2199.4. So the volume of a frustum is equal to 2199.4 what? Cubic centimeter, since it's volume. As simple as that. That's how you get to answer.